Hi, it's me again. Today's video is actually quite important. It's about responsibility within magic and where the responsibility actually lies. So I'm going to make this as short as I can so it's not too drawn out. But first, let's watch the intro video. Okay, so responsibility. Oh, if you're wondering where the background comes from, I got a new webcam for my desktop finally, actually. So I installed XSplit VCam, so it's fantastic. You can change backgrounds. I just love it. Anyway, responsibility in magic. Now, it's probably one of the most, or probably one of the main areas that people think that they know they've got no problem with, but we always seem to fail at. It takes a long time to sort of deprogram yourself from how we've been raised and how society is actually told us things are and whatnot. Because quite often you'll find a lot of people, practically everybody you know, will make a mistake in life. Something will go wrong and they will blame something or someone else. We're always trying to find the blame somewhere else, with someone or with a situation, or it wasn't my fault because of blah blah blah. But when it comes to magic, we are responsible for everything that we do, our actions, our words, everything. If we're doing spell work, we're responsible for what happens after the results. Well, the results. We are responsible for the results that happen. But there's one main reason I'm actually mentioning this today, because this is a YouTube channel and it's public, it's open to everybody, and that means that people viewing these videos are going to be from all different levels. Somebody could be a complete beginner who has just started on the path, has just even heard of witchcraft and magic, the occult, chaos magic, whatever they've actually stumbled onto, and they're completely new. Other people may be more advanced. So the information that myself and Kai, because if you are watching Friday's live shows, the Blackout Chat, we are going to go into some practices and give you some information which is a bit more advanced than what a beginner probably needs. So the only way to solve this would be to actually create courses specifically for different levels. Then somebody goes and buys that course and they work just on that level. But as I say, because this is a public space, it's quite difficult to do that. We want to bring information which is for the beginner, but we also don't want to bore the more advanced people, so we're going to bring information which is more advanced. But if a beginner stumbles on that information and decides, okay, this is fantastic, let's go do it, and then ends up in a bit of a bind, then it needs to be said that the practitioner themselves are responsible. Think about what you're doing before you do anything. And when we present information which is more advanced and could put a beginner into that bind, we will actually say it. But that can be missed when somebody's watching it, or we might be rattling on about something and then go into something that's a bit more advanced to try and illustrate the point that we're trying to make, or something like that, and that information is going to come across. So it's very important to understand that responsibility lies with the practitioner. Before you do anything, think about it. If you need to do a divination to find out if what you're doing is going to have a positive outcome or a negative outcome, or whatever the outcome is going to be, and just understand that it doesn't matter what you do in magic and what you do in spell work, the outcome, the results, they are your responsibility. You can't blame them on a situation. You can't blame them on another person. You can't blame them on a god or a goddess or a spirit or a demon. It's your responsibility, and that needs to be understood. And I think that's all I really wanted to say today. As I say, I don't want to make this too long and too drawn out. It's a very simple topic, but one that is quite difficult to follow. And don't get me wrong, I find it quite difficult to follow, or I did find it quite difficult to follow for a very long time. It's difficult to get out of that mindset that if something goes wrong in your life, let's try and find somebody else or something or some situation or some event to blame. But, this is magic. This is whatever you do, it's your responsibility, and you have to take that on. And if you're not willing to take on that responsibility, then don't do the magic in the first place. Really as simple as that. So anyway, that's it for today. Very short, very sweet. Thanks for watching, and please join us on Friday for the Black Hat Chat live show. Kai and myself will be there. That's basically just two witches talking about magic and, in the everyday and modern world. And also we have the Wildwood Temple group, which is a community that we're trying to build from our subscribers, from our watchers, followers, etc. And so all the links are in the description. The live show on Fridays will be streamed live on my channel and this channel, and at the same time will also be streamed on Twitch. So if you are a fan on Twitch and you find yourself there quite a lot, just go tune in there and give it a watch. We're also now doing podcasts, so the live that we're doing on Fridays is then converted into an audio, which is then uploaded as a podcast on Saturday. That's available on Spotify. It's also being added to a variety of other places. The new Google podcast app, it's currently being uploaded to, as far as I could tell. Anyway, but you'll find us on Spotify. So that's it for today. Thanks very much, and I wish you a fantastic week. Cheers.